The intensity was perfect all the way through, and that's exactly what you need in Argentine tango.
The whole thing needed to have a little bit more fluid movement around, but I loved all the lifts and that crisp and nice. Well done.
It was just too aggressive and stompy, like a little boy not getting his way and throwing a tantrum. 7.
8.
7. 8.
I'm happy, you know, it's a difficult dance to do, you know, it really is. Look, you wear your heart on your sleeve out there, you know, you give it your utmost, and the relief of getting around the dance, first of all, is immense.
We're troopers, and that's what we're gonna keep on doing, just trooping our way through, hopefully, to the final.
We'll now find out which of you will be back to dance again next week. Judges?
Nicky and Karen.
Nicky and Karen.
Nicky and Karen.
Please welcome Nicky and Karen. Hello, you two. Can I just say that you were awesomeness tenfold on Saturday night? We thought you were brilliant in our house. Thank you. We really, really did. Was it thrilling out there on the floor before the judges?
Do you know what, it really was, genuinely. You know, we worked so hard all week, the choreography was brilliant. You know, you're playing James Bond, what guy doesn't want to do that? You know, you're all tuxed up, felt $1 million, and just went for it. And when you always feel at the end of a dance, you know, a good instinct, and I thought, yes, we've nailed that, we've nailed that. Went up to the judges, and we didn't.
But you did with the audience, that's the thing. Sometimes you think, what were the judges seeing? What are we seeing? It's so confusing. Karen, was it brilliant for you out there?
It was fantastic. I mean, seriously, I thought I was dancing with my professional dancer, a professional pro dancer.
Right.
Seriously, the way that he was
She's building you back up.
the way he was leading me was unbelievable. I just let him take over, and amazing. I am so proud of you.
You're bottom 2, and you've got to go up against your best mate on the show. Vaughnie, how was that?
Well, it doesn't get any worse than that, really, does it? You know, I think it's so tight now that if you are in the bottom 2, you know, you are at risk.
Yeah.
And I knew that as soon as I saw the scores from everybody else, and then you're in against Vaughnie, and you know, I think it was Vaughnie's shirt that put him in the bottom 2 as well. I'm not sure it was anything to do with dancing, but it was horrible. But you know, what can you do? That is the nature of the show, and you know, he's still talking to me, and I have the bragging rights. So I'm happy now.
You do. Yeah. Do you think, Karen, that he was a bit undermarked?
Yes.
Just putting it out there. You
yes,
do?
I do.
Okay.
I do, definitely. I mean, I respect the judges 100%, but definitely undermarked.
You are not alone. We have had so many messages in. Jonathan says, so undermarked, it's a travesty. So in character as Bond, judges have lost the plot. Bum, bum. That's what he says. I mean, we loved you being Bond. Interested to know which Bond you were kind of being. Were you a Daniel Craig? Were you more of a Connery, or were you a Timothy Dalton? I always liked him.
Yeah, I was a bit of them all. It was, I was James.
Where was the Roger Moore?
James Blonde. It's a great character. I loved it. But, it was good.
Brilliant. Now, on Saturday, we saw how proud of you Karen was. She got quite emotional as well. How does that make you feel when you see that?
Yeah, well, I only saw that just before we danced. And I was a bit like, oh, well, you know, I must be doing something right. No, look, nobody wants to let their pro partners down. None of the celebs do.
Yeah.
You know, we're 9 or 10 weeks in. We're working, you know, 7 days a week to get it right. And in particular, us two have, you know, wobbled a fair few times with the judges. Yeah. So we've tried our best, you know, working harder and harder. And we really felt Saturday was great, and it wasn't, you know...
It was!
Well, I don't know, I'm confusing, but we're not going to give up, that's the thing, we're going to keep going.
Don't give up, in the words of Kate Bush, as she said. Now, we saw how proud you were of him on Saturday, we saw how emotional you got, but our It Takes Two Vols reckon that perhaps your first passion will always be your first love, Nicky Byrne.
We need a ball.
We need a ball.
I can kick some good balls. You used to play football, huh?
Brilliant.
Call me Maradona.
Maradona.
Maradona?
Roy Keane, nice to meet you. How are you?
I have never heard of Roy King. Is it King? King?
Ref, come on! Roy Keane equalises, gets in, come on, Ireland!
Hello, I didn't even know of Westlife. How am I going to know a footballer? Sorry.
Keno! Keno! He was always one of mine.
I love Keno.
Heroes. Have you met Keno?
I've met him. He's a great guy. And my dog is actually called Keno.
Oh, really?
And my Labrador after Roy. Yeah.
Right, brand new challenge for you this week. Dance fusion. Which two styles have you got to bring together?
We've actually mixed up. Originally, we've mixed up at 4 styles, but we're back to 2 now.
OK, good. Which two are they?
American Smooth and Samba.
They naturally go together.
American Smooth and Samba.
With your American Smooth, what will be the basis of it? Because it can be quick step, foxtrot.
It's foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
Yes, it'll have elements of foxtrot.
How's it going?
Terrible.
Our eyes are definitely fusing because my eyes are crossing.
Oh my goodness, which one are you going to start with?
No, we actually started with Samba.
Yeah.
Because Samba, traditionally for a guy, celeb guy, is horrible.
Not great.
No, it's not. And you just have to, you know, work hard and do your best. But it is horrible.
How worried are you after last week and the bottom 2 to go in and do something like Samba?
I don't know if I'm worried anymore. I don't know anything anymore. So when I think it's brilliant, it's terrible. So maybe if it's terrible, it'll be brilliant.
Yes, exactly. So what you think is terrible is in fact brilliant. So you think you can bounce back this week? Do you think?
Well, look, we have to.
We have to bounce back.
You got to just go for it. You know, it's the positive thing is that the semi-final is 1 step away, and then the final is 1 step after that. So you can't lie down now. It doesn't matter. Last week is gone. Let's keep fighting. We want the body. Come on. And if if we want to stay in the competition, we need people to vote and help us, and we need the judges to help us as well.
That is fighting talk. Make T-shirts and go on a rally.
Yes.
Nicky and Karen, good luck. We love them. Thank you. Saturday.